So how do we fix this? I'll tell you how. We go on a general strike. Neither Republican nor Democrat are going to come save us. They're not. And I think if you really look inside of yourself, you realize that that's a true statement. The Democrats can't find a backbone in a box of backbones. The Republicans are in a religious cult. Not just that, but they want the white supremacy. They want a straight, white, male Christian America. Exactly how it was designed in 1787 by the Founding Fathers. This country was designed to benefit 21-year-old landowning white men. People that look like me, and that's gross. And it's morally repugnant. And it's about time we fixed it. So what we do is we do a national strike. If our elected officials aren't going to do it, then we will do it our damn selves. What a general strike is means you stop working. You stop putting money into the economy except for essentials like food. You stop paying federal taxes. But Paul, the government, screw them. I don't care what the government will or won't do. Anybody that's afraid of their government is exactly why we have to do this. The government is not listening to the Supreme Court. They're going to take away habeas corpus. They're taking away due process. And they're racial profiling anybody that's not a straight white Christian. And we're importing white immigrants from South Africa. So it's okay if you're white, we'll bring you in here. But if you're brown and you've been here for 30 years and your documentation's not okay, we're going to shackle you up. We're going to zip tie your children in a church, and we're going to put you on a bus because we need to feel like alpha males, because we need to be the plantation owners that we've always been. But if you're white and you wear orange makeup and you cheat on your wife and you commit felonies and you cause an insurrection and you wear diapers and you sexually abuse women, you get to be president if you're white. And if you're white and you storm the Capitol and you attack police officers and you're all found guilty in a court of law, you get pardoned and you're patriots and you get to visit the White House. Yes, really great country we have here right now, isn't it, people? The problem is not enough people are pissed off enough because the darkness hasn't come over your door, which is why we're here, because we have a lot of selfish people in this country. There is a lot of people that wear red hats that don't give a shit about anybody except themselves. They didn't care about morality, decency, honor, truth, felonies, infidelities, insurrection. Instead, they hoard themselves out to save $1.32 on a gallon of gas. Isn't it ironic that the people that pretend to love God, to give unto Caesar what is Caesar's, that build their wealth up in heaven, where moth and rust can't get to them, they voted on capitalism, that which is Caesar's? Isn't that ironic? Because it's who they are. Because they don't care about you and me. They only love thyself because they're selfish. So we have to be willing to get uncomfortable. It's going to suck. We're going to get bumps and bruises, broken bones. That's what has to be done. But we have to be uncomfortable. The fact that people can't afford to go on a strike, that are working 2-3 jobs, 78 hours a week, they never see their family, that's the problem with the country. Nobody in a country with this much wealth should be going through that, let alone 36.8 million people that live in poverty. 14 million kids don't have enough food. And what's Congress doing? Renaming the Gulf of Mexico because they're pathetic. Anything that their orange Jesus tells them to do. Their daddy has spoken, and God forbid they're worried about a mean tweet. So if you're ready, it's going to have to come from us. We're going to need people like a Rosa Parks to sit on a bus, or John Lewis to cross the bridge, or a Colin Kaepernick to take a knee, or the great late Martin Luther King to give a speech. It's going to have to be people with us, from the people, of the people, for the people. We have to choose who we follow. We don't have to listen to our elected leaders. We don't have to follow our elected leaders. That's a choice. We choose to follow them. And now I'm asking you to not follow them. It's time that we took this country back for the people, and not the rich people, and not for the white supremacists that want to run this country. Because if we allow this to happen, that's what's going to happen. They want to take it back to 1776. That's what they want, and I'll be damned if I'm going to let that happen. But we have to be willing to get uncomfortable and fight for it. So sign the petition, 2025strike.com. It's time to get angry and pissed off. It is. It's time. The time for talk is over. The time for protesting is over. You get 3.5% of this population and you shut this country down until they meet the demands that are on my petition. If not me, then who? If not now, then when? Now, I may not be a paid politician. I don't make $175,000 a year, but I tell you what, I give a damn about you, which is why I'm doing this. Because I care. You're not a stranger. You're just a neighbor that I've never met. I shouldn't have to do this. This should be our elected officials that are doing this, but they're too scared and too cowardly to do it because they want to stay in power instead of standing up for you. And I'm willing to stand up for you, but you have to be willing to stand next to me, behind me, in front of me, and around me. And I will be there with you. But we have to do this together. Now, June 11th, I'm going to be hosting a show called Pushing the Limits with Brian Shapiro. I'm going to host a show, and I'm going to interview Eric Swalwell about this general strike. Now, if we can get a congressman on board, that would be huge. We're going to have that conversation live on the radio from 12 to 2 p.m. I think about 12:15 he's going to be on the show. You can find that show on YouTube. You want to listen? I'm all in. We have 1,000 people on the petition. I just started it. I'm talking about this on national radio. I'm making this video on YouTube and TikTok. I'm doing everything I can to fight against this. I want my kids to look back and say, you know what, my grandpa, my great-grandpa, sure, maybe this didn't happen the way I wanted it to, but he did everything he could. So before you scroll away from this video, I want you to think about this. Did you do everything you can to stop fascism? Or did you listen to that guy in that green hat wearing a tank top on a Saturday night and you just went doom scrolling to be entertained by a cat video or a guy throwing a frisbee behind his back or somebody doing backflips over a volcano, or go be entertained with something else? That's a choice. A true leader is not a searcher of consensus, they are a molder of consensus. Sometimes, including myself, we need a kick in the ass, and right now, I'm giving you that kick in the ass that we need. It's time to wake the hell up and stop acting like little children. We need to have some adults in the room. Sign the petition. Let's do this together.